What up legends, Chip Douglas here, back with another Apex video. Now today we'll be talking about Season 4. Season 4 is a little bit over a month away, so we'll be talking about everything we know so far and what we may or may not see in the up and coming season. But you know the drill, before we get started, make sure you hit that sub button, click on all notifications, so I can keep you up to date with all things Apex. So first thing I'm going to be talking about is the Global Series that Respawn announced that will be happening this year. The Global Series is a $3 million prize pool tournament and it'll be held for PC only. I think off the top of my head the online qualifiers start January 25th, so that's not too far away. I know a lot of the big name console players, they'll be switching to PC so that they can compete in this tournament. They'll still be using controller on a PC, so it'll be interesting to see how they go. So I'm going to play the trailer that Respawn created for this tournament. I'm going to play you that now. It only goes for about 30 seconds or so, but there is a reason why I want to show you the trailer, and we'll get to that in a second. Enjoy.
Hello everybody and welcome from around the world.
This is where we'll see champions really be born. We've proven that every region of the world has the capability to do what it takes to win.
They wanted just going for a kill here. Can he get the shots?
Wow, the best of the best, the cream of the crop.
It is time.
So the reason why I wanted to show you that is because at the end they've added an image of Kings Canyon for some reason. So I don't know why it's an image of Kings Canyon and not World's Edge. So it brings me to the next topic, that we could be going back to Kings Canyon in Season 4. Personally, I prefer Kings Canyon. I think it's a way better competitive map. I feel World's Edge is just a little bit too big and a little bit too spread out for competitive. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. There has been a lot of talk about this. A lot of people love Kings Canyon as a map. There was some files found by iLoot Games and that one mining guy of a map selector. So in Season 4 we may be able to select between the two maps. But I feel that's just going to split up the player base. So I prefer them just to pick a map and we play it. Now I know everyone's going to hate me about talking about this and everyone's sick of hearing about it. But next we've got SBMM, Skill Based Matchmaking. Now, no one I know or I've spoken to likes it, so hopefully they remove it completely in Season 4, or they make some needed tweaks, because, Respawn, it is dog shit. Now, I'm Apex Predator on both seasons, and in pub games I'm getting paired up with level 32s, level 40s, level 76s, and on pub games I'm struggling, so I can only imagine how hard they would be struggling. Now that's not to say I'm better than them because I'm a higher level or because I'm Apex Predator. There's a lot of lower level players that are a lot better than me. But no one likes skill-based matchmaking. I don't care for your stats, Respawn. No one likes it. Get it out of the game, especially out of pub games. We have a ranked mode for that reason. Now next I'm going to talk about a new weapon that's coming into the game most likely. There's been a lot of talk about the Vault SMG from Titanfall 2 coming into the game. I haven't looked much into it. I haven't really heard much about it. Here's an image of it here. But I do feel a new legendary gun is going to come into the game. So the last legendary gun that came into the game was the L-Star, and that came in I think late Season 2. So I do think we are due for a new care package weapon at some point in Season 4. Next, we're going to talk about limited time modes. So ever since the Easter egg that allowed us to view in third person, there's been a lot of talk about a third person limited time mode. I think that might come into the game. I'm not too sure. I don't really enjoy it. I don't like Fortnite at all. But that may come into the game at some point. We've also, as you know, we've had solos and duos already. And as in my last video that I made, I do think a 4-man squad limited time mode may come into the game at some point. But we'll have to wait and see for all that. So just briefly, I'll talk about a campaign or campaign mode that a lot of people have been talking about. We may see that in Season 4, but I do think that the Apex lore is a little bit too complex for them to have that ready for us just yet. So some nerfs or buffs that may come in Season 4. I do think that out of the weapons, probably the G7 may get nerfed after it just got buffed. But yeah, at the moment it's way too strong, it's way too powerful. The P2020 might get a buff. Like it might get a dual wielding hop up, so that we can dual wheel or akimbo the P20s. A nerf that I reckon one of the characters will get will be Jibby. I think he's way too strong at the moment. You can't compete against him up close, so I reckon he might get a nerf. And lastly, a new character. We should get a new character in Season 4, and most likely it's going to be Revenant. Now, as we know, Revenant, he held the Fight or Fright event back in Halloween. Here's some images of him now. I do think he'll be the next character, but there has been some talk about Loba or Rosie that may come into it, but I do think Revenant will be next. I do have another video of Revenant if you want to look him up. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Cheers for all your support, and we'll see you in the next one.
Downed an enemy. Reloading. The enemies are shooting at me. Hostile close. Sending out my decoy. Recharging shields.
One more to our right. One more up high.
More enemies down. Giving my shields a recharge.
What's that with this? I might just load up quickly, get some heals.
We killed the last member. Good work, team. Oh boy, next ring's far. Repairing. Setting up a zipline. One sec, healing up. One sec, healing up. Recharging shields. I am repairing myself. Using grapple.
Sound like they're fighting in here.
Hey, how about this way? Scanning for the next ring. Check your mini-map. Repairing my damages.
I'm gonna land
Might be
up
something
there.
good there.
That Predator Sky Trail though.
It's not bad. I wonder what the next season one is. I think the next season's supposed to be Flames.
Ooh.
Recharging shields.
See anyone?
No.
Line deployed. Already in the next ring. I smell victory. That smells like pork chops. How funny.
Got no scope. Oh, fuck it, let's go.
Incoming care package. I love loot.
I had a revive sign.
Yeah, to our right. They're all gonna push in here. They have. They're here. Underneath.
Get to bamboozling.
Another team will come in. Yep. Push the circle. You're getting shot from behind, be careful. We're gonna have to pull away if you can.
Reloading. Setting up a zipline. Giving my shields a recharge. Throwing Arc Star. Reloading.
Need you out. You need to be up here,
Giving
man.
my shields a recharge.
Fucking hell.
Getting shot at.
No. Stay up top, stay up top. This is... We're just...
I am repairing myself. Reloading. 1 minute. The ring isn't far.
This is not working. I'm pulling away.
Using grapple. I am repairing myself. Recharging. Faking him out with a decoy. Gotta patch myself up. Reloading. Patch myself up.
Where'd that zipline come
Only
from?
30 seconds left on the clock. The ring's closed.
Breakdown.
Shots fired and they're hitting me. Enemy down. Mirage here to save the day. 10 seconds. The ring's basically knocking off. Thank you. Get out there and bamboozle. Some damage.
It's alright, just push circle, man.
Reloading. Recharging shields.
Care package being delivered.
Recharging shields. I bet that care package has some sweet gear for us. Recharging. Repairing my damages.
Yeah.
You got bamboozled. Look at you. Repairing.
And I haven't even reloaded.
He's had to have right a bit.
Round 4.
That one's got a table.
They're in the...
Let's check it out there.
I got all 3 kills for
Whoa,
it.
they just died. I guess that was the last one.
Oh, nice, you got it. I'm just gonna run in and grab some
I don't know if you have. What do you need?
light.
I'll drop you some. Here's 80.
Light ammo here.
They just finished that squad, they're about to loot it.
Great. Here I go. Sending out my decoy. Enemy killed.
There's a Kraber up here, somewhere.
Kill, friend.
Right there.
Fire, friends. My shield not recharge. Yeah, that must have been the last one, because no one's revenging or whatever. Only
I
one other
need
squad
some
left,
shit.
friends. Let's win. Reload. Shot spot. Get to bamboozling.
Who's grabbing some shit?
Recharging shields. I am repairing. Sending out my decoy.
I am repairing myself.
One more thing.
Shots fired, and they're hitting me.
It's only one, I think.
Warning. Movement in progress.
Sending out my decoy.
Finished with 152.
Who's ready to fly on the zip line? I am.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Got him. GG's.
You are the Apex champions.
I have a feeling that was a big game. I don't know, 3,400.